Hey guys, what's going on today? Today we finally got some parts in for the 2012 ZX6R. You guys know I just purchased this last Friday. I've only had it a week, and I've also already made my first screw up by dropping it yesterday when I was actually moving it behind the car. It was parked there, and a neighbor came up, was talking to me. I just totally forgot, and I must have bumped the peg with it. So I've already done a lot this first week here, and the kickstand was moved back, I guess, just a hair. So when I went to get off it, the kickstand folded in and it came down on top of me. So I have a few scratches through here and I'm really pissed off about that already. But I am happy today because of the fact that we got some new stuff in that we're going to be installing here real quick today. What came in today from MotoDynamic is the actual Fender Eliminator. I mean, who and this many years never took off the Fender, original stock Fender, I don't know. So that means it's really never been used that much. The bike's in great condition with only just over 4,000 miles. I'm also going to be in another video here. I'm going to be installing the integrated tail light. So right now we're just going to concentrate on the Fender Eliminator on this video. I'll have another video about what we install for the integrated tail light, and they're both from MotoDynamic. The price was shipping. I paid for the extra fast speed shipping, like 2-day air shipping was about $140. So just give you an idea of how much everything was together. But I will be breaking this up into 2 separate videos. So if anybody's looking for just one video or the other, you guys know. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and bring it in close, and then we'll go from there. Just giving you guys a heads up, I'm not like a pro mechanic or anything like that. I've just been looking at the directions to this kind of thing. And we're gonna go from install. So stand by. We'll just do it step by step, and I'll just show those parts. I won't show the whole install or anything like that, just so we can make the video a little bit shorter. All right, stand by, guys. All right, guys, here we go. We have the seat off. All we're gonna have to really do to get to this, besides just hit the seat being off for right now, is we're gonna have to be able to access the light. Hot wiring harnesses from back here. So we'll probably have to go ahead and loosen up these. But all you're really gonna need to do is, for right now, is you need to just be able to access. There's 4 bolts here. There's 2 on each side of this little divider. You're just gonna have to unscrew that, which actually holds the fender up. But you will actually have to get to your lights. That's why, I don't know if I can actually show it to you from here, but there's the lights plugs that plug into it. That's why we're gonna have to loosen up this side in order to get to it, to actually plug into your rear tire light as well as here. But for right now, we don't need tail lights, so we're not gonna be doing that in this video. We're gonna be doing that a separate video, but for right now, you will have to have the lights for your turn signals and your the light for your actual license plate itself, which is you'll reconnect here in the end. So let me see if I can bring the camera in a little bit closer to show you what I'm actually talking about here. Apologize, the garage is a little bit messy right here. All right, so I got a tripod just about right. You can see a lot of my connections of wires are back here. So that's why we'll need to loosen this part right here. You can see the wires and stuff coming directly, going directly to the fender. There's a little hole right there. Goes to the fender, which is your left and right turn signals, as well as your license plate light itself. The light's up, so that's all we gotta get to. We don't need to get to this back here because of the fact that this is meant for only the light, which is gonna be in the separate video. So there you go, there's general breakdown. You need to make sure you got everything out of there. There's really nothing in there right now anyway, so it should be pretty easy for us. So stand by, guys. We're just gonna make it short, sweet, and to the point. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove all this stuff, loosen up this, just so I can get to it, and unplug these lights right here from the little holders, and then I'm gonna go ahead and unscrew these 4 right here to go ahead and start dropping it down. So next thing you see is you'll actually see them disconnected, and then we'll start dropping it through. Stand by. All right, guys, I just want to go over it real quick with you. You can see I took a lot of it actually apart. It just was a lot easier for me to go ahead and do that. There's going to be on a 2012, let me go ahead and get out of the way here real quick for you. There's going to be 1 screw up here that's going to pull off this plastic piece. You'll see it's 1 screw here, and all it does is pop off from the front, and then you just pull it down underneath the seat, and it just comes off. It's literally that easy. Also, when you're on this side, you got to take the seat off. The seat's going to have 1 bolt. You can see it right here. They're all the same size Allen key, so that's by the way. So once you have the long plastic off here, it'll expose the bolt. The bolt is right here, guys. So when you go up underneath the seat, you're just gonna unscrew it right here and bolt off, and then this is really gonna loosen up after you've undone those. So it should give you a lot more room to work with. The same thing goes on this side. You'll have the 1 bolt here, which will take that side plastic guard off, and then you're gonna have the 1 up under here that you're gonna have to have a longer Allen's key for to get up under the seat. Seat pulls off. You have a couple pop tabs right here. They just pop it off, loosen it up. There's 1 underneath the seat, and by then I was easily able to get to all the wires back here. So that's where we're at right now. Next step we're gonna go ahead and do is just go ahead and drop off the fender. So let me go ahead and show you what I'm talking about here. I don't know if it's gonna show up really good. There is 4 screws down there. You got 2 on this side and 2 on the other side of this little divider right here, okay? There's 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You can see these are the wires that are actually gonna go down and underneath it. So I only unplugged these. The tail light assembly, but I'm going to do a separate video for it. It's still plugged in, so just give you a heads up. And then let's go ahead and unscrew these four. Then we're going to hold on to it and just drop it out and feed the wires through. And then we're on the way to the next step. So we're almost done, guys. Stand by. All right, guys, here we are. I'm just going to go ahead and loosen up the last of the 4 bolts. I'm actually having to give a little bit of pressure to hold up the fender at this point because it's starting to fall off here. I want to let you guys know the Allen key size is going to be a lot different for the actual 4 bolts than it is for the rest of the bike. The rest of the bike, I want to say it's a 3mm, but hold on, let me look at it real quick to make sure I'm not giving you some lies. And the big 4 bolts in the back here are 5mm, so just giving you a heads up. This is the only one I've had to actually change the size for. And make sure you get some longer Allen keys, or the big nice T-bar ones that are a little bit more expensive if you do, because it's just going to make your life a lot easier. I mean, with a small little tiny Allen key, you're never going to get your fingers in there. It just doesn't work out that way. So you can see it's already starting to come free. We're already loose, and then all you're seeing, it's already pulling through. You're just going to want to feed the wires for the lights and stuff back through. There's a small hole there. I don't know if you're going to see it, so I'll just point out with the Allen key. There's a hole there. You'll see it when you're actually taking it off yourself, and you're just going to slowly feed that little sucker right back through. It's a little bit of a pain. You might want to do it one wire at a time. Whatever works best for you. And there you go. 1, 2, 3. There you go, guys. There's my fender. This ugly old thing is now gone. Woo! It's gonna make the bike look so much better. All right, guys, stand by. I'm gonna go ahead and set up to go ahead and put on the actual Fender Eliminator back on there. We will not actually be putting the stock lights on the back of the sides of the Fender Eliminator. Just giving you a heads up, so stand by. All right, guys, as you can see, the whole fender is gone out. I don't know if you're actually gonna be able to see it here. Here's the actual Fender Eliminator they're gonna have. These are some of the parts that come with it. These are for the factory. If you want to still use your factory turn signals, you want to go ahead and use these parts. But because I actually bought the Fender Eliminator or the integrated tail light as well for MotoDynamic, I'm not going to be using it. So all I'm going to be doing is having the light connected to here for just the license plate light, nothing more at all. So just giving you a heads up, and it'll be actually pretty easy because it's actually going to fit in perfectly. It lines up perfectly down here. I don't know if it's going to actually show it really good, so I want to make sure I'm showing it good. And yeah, so it's going to actually line up here. We'll just maybe put the bolts in now, and then just screw it in really top from the top. You're going to put the bolts in from the top, the nuts on the bottom. Just tighten it down. Don't go over tighten it or anything like that, because it is plastic and aluminum back here. You do not want to accidentally over screw it down and ruin anything back here. So just nice and firmly tight. That's all you have to do. So it'll actually end up looking like that here in a second. So stand by. We're almost done, guys. Almost done. All right, guys, here we go. Everything was really easy to put together real quick. Obviously, you can see the LED light here. I will show you how I did that. One tip I will show you on this one is I kind of got it backwards when I put the plate on before I actually put the little light on here first, and I kind of screwed it up. Do the light first and screw it down first. So don't be a dummy like me. But it got on there really good. You're gonna have to see the 2 wires. It's just like, 2 connectors, pods, and you're gonna be like, how do I get through the one hole? Put one at a time and then put the other one. So thread it all the way through and then thread the second one through and then go back through. Otherwise you can't get both at the same time through the hole they give you. But it's actually went together really easy. It looks good. As you can see, the only thing I'm gonna have to do now is just put the integrated tail light in, which will be a separate video, but man, that looks so much better. The light obviously works. It works great. I did test it out. That's why I live it on. And she's ready to go. All I'm going to have to do is just snap her back together, but that is generally it. Let me bring it in closer so I can show you what I'm talking about here. I haven't clamped the actual power wires down yet. I was, of course, testing it. But can you see these right here? This is what I was talking about. These bottom ones right here, there's no way to put both of them through the tiny hole at the same time, so you put one single one through here first. This is obviously not connected yet. This plugs into back here. But you're going to put this one through here first and then put the other one through the hole and then put it back through the hole at the bottom and bring it up. That's the only way to get it through the plate. But make sure you tighten down the LED light first on your plate before you put it actually on the bike. That was just my own stupid fault for not paying attention. And then it's just clamped together. Black goes to white, blue goes to black. That's it. You're just going to clamp them down, cover it back up, and stuff it all back in, and you'll be good to go, guys. So there you go. Obviously, I'm not going to put it back together because I want to make a separate video of actually putting the integrated taillight in, but generally, that's all you have to do. You just take a couple screws off the side, pull it back a little bit, unclip all the things with a small screwdriver. I use this one right here. You see it? So I can get in the clips and pop them out so that I can release the wires. And then that's it. You just pull them, feed it through, pull it down and up underneath it. You have the whole fender off, obviously, get all 4 off. pop the new one on. Generally, it's that easy. We're talking a 30-minute job here. I've been doing laundry and everything in between, just making it a little bit longer than it should have been, but you know, that's what it is when you're a house husband. You gotta take care of the house at the same time as get ready for work tonight. So there you go, guys. Everything is done. I'm sorry it doesn't look all fancy and pretty. It's just that I'm trying to get a second video where, since it's already opened up, to go ahead and take out the integrated tail light. But this is all you'll have to do in order to put in the actual Fender Eliminator. And there you go, guys. It was really easy. Like I said, about no more than 20 or 30 minutes. It shouldn't take you more than that to do it. Just, it's more of a pain just getting the plastics off and stuff like that. That's the only thing you're gonna have to worry about, just so you can actually get to the wiring. And that's it. Some people can actually get their fingers in there and do it. Just for me, it was a lot easier without it. So there you go, guys. MotoDynamic, great little product here. I love it. And thank God I got rid of that ugly ass Fender. So there you go, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I can make it a little bit more in depth if you want. I can show you exactly what you need off it, but it's literally take these 4 bolts off here. You can see what's there. It's 2 and 2. You're gonna have the one on the front of the tank that pops the plastic off, and you take the seats, screws off on each side, and it pulls the seat, just pulls right off. Just take the pop tabs off, just push them through from the back side, it loosens it up. That's all you need, guys. It really is a 20-minute job max. And you'll just have to make sure you have the right Allen keys, because little short ones, I'll give you an example, they will not reach all the way down in there, because you'll be like, so you're gonna want to have longer ones or T-bar type handles. It'll give you a lot more room. And that's it, guys. There it is, another product from MotoDynamic. It's a great thing. Finally got rid of the ugly Fender. I've had the bike a week, couldn't handle it anymore. Super good product, cheap, well worth it, good quality stuff. So 2 thumbs up to MotoDynamic. I hope you liked the video. Leave me any comments or questions. Hit that thumbs up button. Later, guys.